Oh man, it is so good. Mike is just now listening to
No, I have heard it before.
the Tito Ortiz cheese and wine video. God, that is Tito Ortiz. You gotta give it to the guy. He is the one man that has been consistent his entire career from start to finish. Could never fucking put a good sentence together ever. I mean, like even when he was like at his peak shit talking days, it was still terrible.
He's still cringy.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Oh my god. Anyway, we're back. It is Sunday, 9:07 p.m. We just finished watching, not just now, but I mean, Korean Zombie vs. Yair Rodriguez was last night, and holy fuck, did it deliver.
You just want to jump right into it. You don't want to explain why you look like a Wookiee right now.
I mean, I didn't even think about that, but yes, if you are watching, I am wearing it's a onesie, pajamas that I bought about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and it's a full-on Chewbacca outfit. It's got the little utility belt in the front. It's very warm and fuzzy. My heater, it's not that it's broken, but it's acting up, and I'm scared to work it, so we don't have a heater guy coming out until tomorrow. So I'm wearing very warm clothes. Mike says I'm being a little bitch. He says it's not that cold, but it's pretty fucking cold. Like, you could go, and you could, like, see your fucking air, like your breath. That's pretty cool.
It didn't happen.
But not down here, but it'll happen upstairs. Don't give me that shit.
Down here.
Stop it. Just stop it, Mike. You're trying to, like, stop. But that's why I'm wearing this.
The family from the Huntington Beach having issues.
Oh my god.
With the.
Oh my god. Listen, I'm fucking used to the cold now. The cold ain't shit. Let's get that out there right now. It's just a little much inside the household, man. I want to come inside to a fucking warm house with a fire and all this, and my heater's down. It's not even broken. It smells funny, and I'm scared that we're gonna blow up and all die. That's it. I just fucking feel like we're gonna die.
Is it gas?
It smells like gas.
Oh.
So it's very worrisome. If it was anything else, I'd fucking suck it up and inhale the carbon monoxide.
You just got to that part, the whole smell of the gas.
Yeah, it fucking smells a little bit like gas. A little terrifying, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Can't really fuck with that. I mean, like, it'd be one of those situations to where all of a sudden everyone in the family is dead. And then, like, we'll be on the news, California family found dead in Ohio because blah, blah, blah. They're dummies and they don't know how to use a fucking heater because they never used it in fucking California.
They were found all in Star Wars onesies.
well, I mean, Star Wars and Ivory, I think she's got a Power Rangers one. But it's close. It's close. Anyway, yeah, the fight, man. How was your weekend? Let's start there. Since you don't want to jump in right away. How's your weekend been?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, ate way too much the night of the fights.
Oh, did you go somewhere?
No.
You just fucking ate?
I ate a box of ice cream sandwiches.
You ate a box of ice cream sandwiches by yourself?
With a thing of peanut butter. So I put the peanut butter on top of the ice cream sandwiches, ate the whole thing. I had to wake up in the morning and watch the fights, is what I'm saying.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. You ate a box by yourself?
Yeah. That's
fucking dumb, dude. And ask me this motherfucker has an ounce of fat on him. Nope. It's fucking ridiculous. That is so much fucking... How many sandwiches? 12 or 8?
It was like the cookie kind. So they're like the gourmet ones, so like 6 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm over here. And talking about ice cream, my wife, I go out and buy ice cream. Last night, she throws it out because she thinks it's old. The best ice cream.
I love that.
I was so eager after dinner to go out and eat. Not even go out, but like just go to my freezer and eat some ice cream. Not only did she throw out the fucking ice cream, she threw out the chocolate waffle cones as well. So I had some substitute B-grade ice cream on the side. I couldn't even enjoy that with a waffle cone because she threw it out too because she was cleaning. Bullshit.
Ice cream gets old quick.
I was so upset. I don't fucking care. You don't fucking do that to me. Moved into the new gym. Obviously, you know this. But we moved into the new gym. Had not a grand opening, but our first open mat there. Pretty good stuff. Gonna be fucking taking over the entire everything in the Ohio area. Mike was also correct this morning in correcting me. Was it today or yesterday? It was today. It was today.
Too many corrections.
Yeah, he fucking corrected me, and I acknowledged that he was right when it came to moving a mat and having it fit appropriately. I was being very stubborn, and I realized that after I looked at what he was saying. Yeah. Anyway,
I was good with the multiplication tables and the division tables when I was a kid, so.
What does that have to do with measuring?
Just divided a couple numbers and.
Anyway, the fights this weekend pretty fucking solid. I mean, 25th anniversary show. I was expecting like a crazy super stacked card, and honestly, I was kind of shocked it wasn't like a pay-per-view type card because I figured like it's a quarter century. They're gonna put it on.
They have to do it in Denver. That's the problem.
Yes, but I still think they should have like. I mean, obviously now the show turned out to be fine, but I still feel like they should have done it in a I don't know, like in a pay-per-view type setting.
Also, you got to think that this is like fight season. We're like there's a fight every week.
Yes.
For the rest of the year,
This
and then
is
there's the MSG card. They were having trouble finding a main event for. So like,
this is true.
It wasn't like they had just like a whole bunch of high-level fighters waiting around to fight because they've been trying to fill up the cards recently with those guys.
With the way the card was originally set up, do you think it would have been like the stature that I'm looking for, Frankie Edgar, Korean Zombie, or do you think it did just fine?
This definitely was the better option.
I thought it was a better fight. I thought it was a better matchup. But I'm talking about like marquee. Like would that other matchup seem a little bit more appetizing?
Well, since Frankie's been doing the damn thing for so long, it makes more sense.
Yeah, it feels like he's been doing it for a quarter century himself.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't have that big marquee, like big names on there, I feel like it still did pretty darn well. We're not gonna go through the entire card because we're not gonna do that. But there was some big matchups, some good finishes. Devontae Smith, I think it was making his UFC debut against Julian La Rosa or E Rosa. Is it E Rosa or La Rosa?
Yeah.
Anyway, E Rosa's been in the UFC once, got cut, went to the Contender Series 1v.
No, he was the Ultimate Fighter.
And then he fought in the UFC and he got cut, didn't he?
Yeah. So he's done all the
everything,
ups and downs and lefts and rights.
And then he got knocked out pretty darn bad.
That's kind of like he's been knocked out by Artem. Like that's what he does.
Was he one of the ones that got knocked out by Artem?
Yeah. Like he's got this like unorthodox style, but like he gets knocked out real easy.
Leaves it pretty open.
Yeah, he leaves it kind of open.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Devontae Smith, I think that was like in a minute too. 46 seconds actually. Yeah. So that was pretty bad. Our boy, I mean, pour one out for the homie, Gunther. I mean, terrible match. I mean, like I know you want to be in the UFC. I get it. It's the big show. But that matchup, his manager did not do him any favors. Like Gunther's like a grappling style type of guy.
You gotta take that fight though. You gotta take that fight.
You do. And I'm not gonna lie though. When he originally got taken down, and Davi Rambos got on his back right off the bat, when he scooched over to the fence, I'm like, holy fuck. I think he might be able to survive this.
You might shake him off.
Yeah, and then as soon as I said that, the choke was in deep, and like he did what I like to call tap hands. Right, where the hands come up and they're ready to tap, but they're not really doing much else. Like the choke was in. There's nothing he could have really done.
Yeah.
But like at least maybe throw some back punches. Like
those are desperate.
The extremely ineffective back punches to at least bust him up a little bit. But he did one of the tap hands, and then the referee looked at him and then he like ended up giving the tap. So pour one out for the homie Gunther. I was hoping. We were rooting for you. Street Grappler 2 alumni. But he didn't make it out of the first round. Definitely a bit of a bummer. So that was kind of I won't say a highlight, but a low light? Is that even a word? Is that a phrase?
We use it here in Street Grappler too, so don't worry about it.
Bobby Moffitt, Chaz Skelly. Give me your thoughts on that. So let me lay it out. The good close fight, first round, clearly Chaz Skelly. He goes in there, he takes Bobby Moffitt's back, I think within like the first minute. Stays on the back the entire round, punches him, does the whole thing, hangs on him like a koala on a tree. Moffitt kind of reverses it around a little bit, kind of starts imposing as well a little bit in the second round, catches the Darce, right, and then as Chaz Skelly's trying to defend and circle, the referee steps in and stops the fight. Right? Yeah. What were your thoughts? I mean, I thought it was way too early, and I thought, like, first of all, the choke wasn't even in all the way. It was on the mouth, like on the jaw, which sucks and is painful, but it's not going to put you to bed. What were your thoughts on the whole thing?
They didn't have, like, a perfect angle to figure out if he went to sleep. But at the same time, like, he was defending it the whole time. Whereas, like, the Chiesa fight,
the hands just come down.
Yeah, he did the tap hands, and he wasn't doing anything. Like, he obviously
he did the Ricky Bobby,
but he wasn't doing anything to defend. Whereas Chaz, like,
circling, posting off on the leg.
And he never seemed like he went limp.
No.
Whereas when Chiesa was doing kind of the tap hands, it seemed like he could have maybe been going limp.
Yeah.
I thought it was definitely early, but then Chaz in the post fight up.
I didn't hear the post fight. What did he say?
Well, he explained that what he was doing. He was he was a sportsman about it. So.
Oh, he just took it on the chin.
Well, yeah, he said that Bobby won the fight, but he felt that he was defending well and that he needed to hook the leg. And he said that he had the arm out, which created space.
Oh, he even broke it down.
Yeah, so
that's a
bummer.
But
he was a good sportsman about it. Like, he knew that he lost the fight, and once you go to replay and once they make that, I mean, they can get it overturned maybe, but like.
Well, that's one thing that kind of bothered me about the whole replay thing. I like the fact that the ref did go to look at the replay, but the entire time watching the replay, you can see him kind of defending himself. Like, I couldn't hear what he said.
Did you see the ref, like, when he's watching it, like, he's like brushing his face, like, he was sweating real
hard.
He
knew the entire world was fucking watching him.
He was panicking hard.
All of Russia was watching them on some streaming device, okay? Fucking all the United States was watching them next to, like, some fucking football game on screen, or a picture-in-picture. He was sweating super hard. It was fucking bad. But I felt like he was defending himself the entire time. Like, I couldn't hear what he was saying. I was at a sports bar. We were eating dinner. We were at Buffalo Wings and Rings, and we were eating. And like all I could do is I could see is like him doing the thing with his fucking sweat, but also like just flood like show. Oh, he went limp. Didn't you see this? Like he was way too defensive. I don't know. Like I feel like it was set on not overturning it. I don't know. Definitely a bummer for Chaz Skelly, especially with a guy like him. Like he's not, a big name. He's a good fighter. I think he's a great fighter, but he's not a big name, and he's already on he's on a 2-fight losing streak right now. Mm-hmm. So it's tough. It's tough. It sucks for him. I think they should do a rematch. I think that would be fair, especially considering how domineering the first round was for Chaz Kelly. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm highly doubtful that it's going to happen. Let's move on. Enough Chaz Skelly talk. Do you want to touch on the Yoder Cooper fight? I didn't really. I'm not gonna lie. I zoned out.
I mean, they're definitely two of the better looking girls in the division.
Yes, I will give you that.
They're kind of on the bottom end though.
I think the records are pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, they both came from the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
This could have been an elimination fight for one of the girls.
They're both 500 fighters.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible. In the biggest promote, 3-5. My God, what are you doing putting Amanda Cooper? Amanda Cooper is 3-5. That's terrible.
Well, she's got good losses. Darn.
What does that even mean? Like, darn. Oh, my God. Well, she beat Angela Magana. And that was in the UFC, so there's that. Oh, man. I mean, like, think about it. When are you going to see a male with that record?
Which doesn't make sense why you're making the whole Sajara Eubanks
I don't even
like, girls' records are a little bit different.
We're doing fucking... I thought we were living in a society where men and women are created equally, and we should be keeping them on the same playing field. Should we not? Should we be making exceptions now? You are such a sexist pig, Mike. Do you think we should just be handing them things out? Giving them fucking charity? Oh, you can come in. Terrible, Mike. You should be ashamed of yourself for fucking thinking that. What a sexist man.
Don't talk to me like that.
Oh shit! I don't know. I didn't even watch that fight, to be honest.
It was
very.
It was basically a woman's fight. And this is the perfect way to tell a woman's fight, right?
No. Head and arm.
Nope. Well, yes, that's the. Like, this is the women's fight starter pack. You need the head and arm throw.
Yes.
You need the winner to win by 29-28, 29-28.
Yes.
And then the other person gets 30-27. That is a women's fight where the judges could not decide who the fuck won.
Fuck it. They just throw up their hands. You ever see that meme with the fucking papers everywhere?
Yeah, like.
Shit. Listen, it's not that we're hating on women's MMA, but damn, that is. I mean, you got someone that's fucking. What did I say? It was 2-5 or some shit.
Yeah.
That's bad.
But also, like I was just saying, like 29-28, 29-28, 27-30. Meaning one of the judges thought that the girl that lost won every single round. Yeah. Like, that's women's MMA. Like, there's so many fucking coin flip fights.
It's just too close.
Like, she could be 5-3. We don't know.
The thing that gets me the most about it is, yes, I understand they were all on the Fox Sports 1 channel, but that technically was on the top of the prelims. That bothers me. Why didn't you put Bobby Moffett and fucking Chad Scaler there? Why didn't you put Davy Romers and John Gunther up there? Why didn't you put Ashley Yoder and Amanda Cooper on the fucking Fight Pass prelims where it belongs? Like, I don't mind those kinds of records and that kind of level of fighting being in the UFC. Put on the fucking Fight Pass prelims. That's what it's for. It's for fucking idiots like me that like watching everything. Not for everyone else to make everyone fucking mock our sport. God.
I don't think there's any mocking.
Dude, do you know how difficult it is when you're like working in an office setting and you're like trying to talk about the fights and then like someone mentions like a fucking Amanda Cooper. Well, I saw the fights the other day, but there was this girl on TV and she was 2-5. I don't understand.
She go for the head and arm.
Yeah, she was trying to throw her and the boxing looked terrible. I mean, you guys are a bunch of savages. Oh my God, I don't understand. It just fucking ruins my day. Mike Trizano, Luis Pena, the hype for Violent Bob Ross. Dude, that was like, I mean, I didn't really watch the show that he was on, but I heard the name a lot, and a lot of people were fucking excited for Violent Bob Ross, Luis Pena. He didn't look that good. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
I was not about it.
Okay, well, I was a fan of Bob Ross.
of actual Bob Ross.
I was probably one of the people that thought he was going to win
the show?
Yeah.
I mean, I heard that he looked good on the show.
Obviously, he was the second best guy on the show.
Wasn't that the guy that won the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like everything that he was throwing was short. You know, even though he was taller and longer, everything he was throwing was short. The takedowns were getting stuffed. The submission attempts were getting stuffed, and he was eating shots. I mean, it just wasn't all that good of a performance. I mean, and he was saying in the interviews, and I heard the interviews, and I got myself pumped. I was like, all right, maybe there's like something about this guy. He trains with Khabib, and like people were like in AKA hyping him up. I'm like, maybe there's something there. No, man, no. And I saw him at the very end of the third round try to Khabib his opponent, figure four in the leg, capturing the wrist. Nah, not gonna fucking happen. But he's pretty young, isn't he?
Yeah.
What is he, like 25? I can't pull it up on. He doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Yeah,
I would say like 27. Yeah.
Yeah, he's relatively young. He's got a look. He's definitely got a look, and he's fucking enormous for 55. I think he's 6'3".
Yep.
That's absurd. That's taller than you, sir.
He's like a James Vick, yeah.
At 155.
And he moves. He's not like James Vick's kind of stiff in his movement.
A little bit, yeah.
No head movement.
Yeah, this guy, Luis Pena,
he doesn't have the offense, though. He doesn't have the offense like James Vick.
I think it's because James Vick isn't... James Vick is more offensive and he can land, right? But he's not as athletic. Luis Pena seems more athletic, has the wrestling, but just maybe he's young in his career. What's his record? Do you know his record off the top of my head? Is he pretty young in there?
Yeah, he was a boxer before, so
actually state champion wrestling in California as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty. I mean, that's good if you're a champ in California. It's pretty big. I don't know if you guys know this, but California's a really big state. There's a lot of schools in there, so just letting you know, in case you didn't know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll come back. He's in a good camp. Trizano looked fucking good. He won the fight clear cut. I had no issues with it. Now, here's the fight I was really excited to talk about. Macy Barber and Hannah Clifford. Ciphers? Dude, you know me. I don't really get excited for women's MMA all that much. And I was talking shit before the fight happened because these guys were both newcomers to the UFC. But holy fuck, Macy Barber's legit, dude. I was fucking pumped. She looked so good out there. And then, I mean, you think she's a looker. I think she's all right.
Oh, Ruben.
She's all right, but dude, she's fucking tough. Like, even if she's not like a fucking 10, with her ability to fight.
I like to like she has her hands low, and then she kind of has some weird movement, and then she just explode.
The elbows, dude, from the inside. Yeah. She would go in the clinch, over under, or tie clinch style. Throw the elbows from above. She threw back elbows. She threw elbows from underneath. The ground and pound? Fuck, dude. Now, granted, this is against a woman that was, I don't know, newcomer to the UFC. I think she had like 9 fights. So I don't really know much about her.
Well, Macy's 20.
She's 20?
Yeah, she's 20.
Oh my god, that's so exciting. Fuck, dude, she looked good. What camp is she with? I know she's like in Colorado, but I didn't hear like, what is the elevation?
I was gonna say I think I heard elevation.
Did you? I didn't hear elevation, and that was one thing that kind of concerned me. She's in Colorado, not in elevation. Didn't mention Dwayne Bang. Like, who is she with in Colorado? Like, not that I know everything about Colorado, but those are the big ones that you find a lot of people finding success or grudge. Not in any of those gyms. I don't know.
Ruben has his concerns.
A little bit. I mean, maybe not concerned, but maybe that she's gonna hit a ceiling. I don't know. Maybe her camp is legit. You know, who knows? Like, not everyone started as a. You can't start as a big camp. You make your way up and you fucking produce some stuff. But dude, she looked amazing. Shocked, and I ate my words. I was like, man, this fight's gonna suck so bad, and I was getting pissed. I was getting ready to fucking do something else. Nah. Definitely happy I stayed back. I will say this. I do absolutely fucking hate the way she spells her name. Maycee.
She's a millennial when she's young.
Dude, her parents, Natty Ice, some fucking Faygo, and Pall Malls all day. That's what her fucking parents do. Trash. No?
They're probably hippies, I'm guessing.
You think so? Maybe. Well, if she's from Denver, they're probably... No, you're right. You're right. Hey, you're right.
It's not like... Yeah, you're thinking more like patchouli oil and...
I'm thinking of like if her name was like... Rosie Marie or something like that. No, that's like... No. I can't think of anything. My fucking joke went out the window. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Benil Dariush...
I know who drinks Keystone Lights. And Natty Lights, yes.
Benil Dariush and Thiago Moises. It was an alright fight. Benny didn't look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't dominate. It wasn't I mean, he did dominate. I don't know. It was like...
He had a couple 30-25s.
Yeah. I mean, like, positionally he did. It just wasn't... I feel like with Benil Dariush, there's more excitement typically for me on my end, like... Because he's very good jiu-jitsu. He's got knockout ability, like good hands, good Muay Thai. So I just expected something more out of him. And maybe I shouldn't have, considering that he was coming off, like, I think a 2-fight losing streak. Or
maybe in 3.
Was it a 3-fight losing streak? Oh, my God.
Real sad.
I know the last one was that knockout against Alex Hernandez. That was pretty fucking bad. He's win, loss, draw, loss. That's a bad run. He beat a Magomedov, which is good. It's always good to beat a Magomedov. This is to Edson Barbosa via flying knee. That was that one where he got slept. A draw against Evan Dunham. And then the KO loss against Alex Hernandez. That's a bad run. Okay. Can't really hate on the guy for, playing a little safe. But, it was a workman-like performance, as they say. Went in there and just kind of...
Did the damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Did what he had to do. And yeah, man. Yeah. Let's move on though. Let's talk about are we gonna talk about Perry right now? Yeah, let's talk. No. We got Jermaine. You want to touch on it?
I mean,
I'll say this: Jermaine Durham didn't look pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, but Raquel Pennington did not look good. Does that make sense?
Even still, like, is anybody really excited for what's next at 135? Is
this is true.
I mean,
no real contenders. No big names coming up.
I think if Nunez wins that 145, if she gets champ, like what fights are there to make besides just rebooking the Cyborg fight?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the rankings at 135,
like she's beating them all, or we don't really want to see it.
Holly Holm, Ketlin Vieira. That's actually an interesting matchup. Ketlin Vieira's a fucking bad bitch. Juliana Pena looked like dog shit in her last fight, and she's just recently had is she still pregnant, or did she have her baby already?
It's been about. I bet she probably had it.
She might have had it.
Yeah.
So she's been out, and then Jermaine Duran to me is the next one up. Kat Zingano's moving up to 45.
Yeah.
So, dude,
there's nothing.
Women's bantamweight is looking like men's light heavyweight right now. That's exactly what it looks like right now. I don't know. She looked good.
It's pretty much the same situation. They might have a double champ, and then they might have to evacuate the belt or whatever.
Vacate. Yeah. No. Well, I mean, I'd like to see Ketlin Vieira and Jermaine Duran. I think that'd be a good matchup. Ketlin Vieira is fucking tough, dude. Just how do I say this? Be politically correct. Both of these women look like they would be fighters, if you get my drift.
Yes.
You know, like they're built for fighting. Like they're not.
They got boulders for shoulders,
dude, for sure. She looked big out there, Ketlin or Jermaine Duran did. Now, do you know what the reason was for Juliana Pena missing weight? She missed it by 3 pounds, and she looked fat.
Or Pennington?
Oh, Pennington. I'm sorry. What is it?
Don't you know she always looks like she's got the party girl bod?
It was extra party girl. Like it was pretty bad this time out. I was kind of shocked. She was that.
She's always kind of got that party girl bod.
It was bad, dude. It was. I saw a lot of extra jiggle in there, and I saw like it was just hanging over the fucking shorts. It was not a good look. Was she injured or anything, or just had too many cheeseburgers?
I bring this up often, Ruben, and then you just say like implant.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. That's not
it's a woman thing.
It's not a fucking valid excuse. You're gonna fight. You know you're gonna fight. Do something about it. Go get your tube side. I said it. What? I don't know. I have no sympathy when it comes to that kind of stuff. All right, fine. Let's get to the good shit. Don Cerrone, Mike Perry. Let me ask you this. I mean, we know what happened.
What you gonna ask me?
Let me ask you this. Is this it for Mike Perry? Do we have the book on Mike Perry?
We've had the book.
I mean,
there's always just been this hope.
Yes, there is.
It's the fucking glimmer, like at the end of the lighthouse.
Oh fuck, that's the best way of putting it.
Everybody's hoping for the fucking Darren Till, Spawn, Mike Perry. Everybody just wants to that would have been the thing. He KOs Cerrone. He goes up there and he fucking calls out Till. But instead we get Cerrone armbarring the fuck out of Mike Perry. It was. I mean, listen. I don't know if this means anything, and I'm probably really dumb for thinking this, but when I saw him out there moving by himself, like throwing the hooks and like ducking, like move. I'm not saying he's Mike Tyson, but he was moving like. You ever see those old highlight videos or training videos of Mike Tyson where he like fucking, and he throws the hooks. And Mike Perry was moving like that in the cage, and he was doing that for his fucking warm-ups. I was like, oh, fuck, new Mike Perry's around the corner. Oh, shit, we might see the fucking real Mike Perry. And then Cerrone would tie him up every fucking 2 seconds. I mean, like, it was a good strategy because he didn't want to feel the power. But, man, and then on the ground, dude, just the armbar was beautiful. Like, it was just very much like fundamentals jiu-jitsu, but, man, it looked really good. Like, he had his hips up real high, dropped the hips momentarily to create the angle, and then pop the hips back up, catch the arm, and it was tight right away. Mike Perry picked him up, and I was like hoping, not that I don't like Cerrone. Let me clarify this. It's not that I don't like Cerrone, but I really fucking like Mike Perry. So when he picked him up, I'm like, maybe he's gonna knock him out right here. Oh shit! And then nope. He did drop him on his fucking head.
Dude, he dropped him on. I've seen people get put to sleep with a fucking when they get dropped on their head like that, but he did not. Nope, didn't even flinch. Finished the armbar, and Mike Perry just laid on the ground, laid on the mat. You broke my fucking arm.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You perfectly described it there,
yeah. What do you do? I mean, well, Cerrone already said, I'm coming for the belt. What do you think his chances are, or what would you do if you're Cerrone as far as like getting to the belt? What is the path for you? We know you're going down to 55. You beat a name like Mike Perry, but value as far as like rankings, he's not much, you know.
The path is for
Like, who does he fight
Get
next?
him to wait out Khabib.
No, he said, "I'm coming for you, Khabib." That's what he fucking said.
I don't know.
He wants Khabib. Now, we all know what's going to happen, but he wants Khabib. How does he get to Khabib? Do you put Tony and fucking Cowboy together?
Well, that's the issue is that he's fucking Donald Cerrone. He's got the most fights in the UFC history.
Most fights and most finishes.
So he...
most wins and most finishes.
most finishes. So he's fought most of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well, has he? As a rank,
except for like Tony Ferguson. Like who has he not fought? That'd be a good
fight. That'd be really good. Dude, Dustin Poirier. What?
Has he fought Dustin Poirier?
No, he has not.
That's a good one.
That's a fucking excellent matchup. And like, listen,
Gaethje's a good fight too. He hasn't fought Gaethje.
That'd be a good one too. Oh man, there's so many good matchups at 155. I don't know. I mean, like when he went up to welterweight, it was a good initial move, and he looked pretty good.
I mean, it's not gonna happen. Conor McGregor is a good fight.
That would be a good one. That would generate some buzz.
I was gonna say he's actually got a name.
That would generate buzz.
You gotta have a name to fight Conor, and he's like one of the only guys in that division.
And Conor wants a rematch with Khabib, but they're not going to do a rematch with that. I don't think so.
There's okay. If you were to pull 3 guys out of the division that Conor would fight, it would be Khabib, Nate, or maybe Cerrone.
Yeah, I could see that. Man, there's a lot of good matchups for him. What do we do with our boy Perry? I mean, like, we've seen the ceiling. Yeah. We've seen the ceiling. The ceiling is there. His mouth, unlimited potential. Unrivaled ability, right? But, dude, it's not looking too good.
Yeah.
What do we do with him?
He's probably never going to have, like, a super awesome ground game. This is probably what he's going to...
Dude, he's a purple belt jiu-jitsu. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Let's take a look at his record. Hugh Lim, KO. Danny Roberts, KO. Alan Jouban, decision for Jouban. Jake Ellenberger, KO. Alex Reyes, KO. The Pawns, decision. Max Griffin, decision. Paul Felder, decision to win.
Mm-hmm.
Cerrone, decision.
No submission.
So he's going back and forth. He's bouncing back, so it's not terrible to where he's like on a terrible losing streak. But, I mean, there's got to be some favorable type matchups coming up. Like, I mean, like, what else? Like, you can't really do anything else. It has to be something. No ground game guy. Who do we have? Is there anyone that you can put up with?
We shouldn't be looking at the rankings.
Absolutely not. That's what I'm asking, because I've got the rankings in front of me, but I don't want to name any of these people.
Something like a Yancy Medeiros type.
Excellent selection, my friend. Yes. That would be perfect. And Yancy Medeiros...
Wasn't that originally who he was going to fight?
Was it? It might have been.
Mm-hmm. Well, not this fight. I think it was the Felder fight. Because Felder stepped in, right?
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah. We got to do something like that for him. And then Cowboy, I think Dustin Poirier, or if Conor takes the bait, fucking put him in there with Conor. Either one of those would be a really good matchup. And Justin Gaethje too. That's another good call. And I feel like there's a very good amount of matchups for Cerrone. Because, I mean, just it's constantly moving. There's new faces at 155 in the top 10. Yeah. Man, I was so sad that Mike Perry got armbarred. I just wanted to see him fucking talk. That was like what I was so excited for, like the entire thing. What that interview that you fucking sent me? He's like, why would you ask me gay shit like that?
He did all like the bully thing, like from a 7th grade bully. He called the guy gay. He said, no.
What are you?
Your hair's friendly. Like,
what are you?
Like your hair's gay. Like turning it around on. Like he did so many like the bully tactics on the interview guy.
I loved it. I love it. Mike Perry's out of fucking control. He just doesn't know. He doesn't understand like what's okay, what's not okay. Yeah. Now let's talk about the main event. Man, the main event, it was pretty fucking good. Like,
see, the issue with the main event was
there was an issue.
The zombie fucking takes his shot like a champ, so he doesn't go down.
Yep.
But if those guys, there wasn't a lot of like super hard shots because we didn't see anybody drop. There were super hard, but you know what I'm saying? That nobody was getting knocked down.
Bro.
But
anybody else would have gotten knocked down.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If there was more knockdowns, that's obviously the fight of the year.
You're gonna base it off of that?
No, what are you doing? I'm just trying to. Did anybody say this was the fight of the year?
Me. This is the. You're gonna tell me this was not fight of the year? God, with the finish?
That's what I'm saying. Like if it had like a knockdown or two, I think it would have been undisputed fight of the year.
I see what you're saying, but I don't know if I agree. I do not know if I agree. I mean, what else would be in contention for fight of the year?
Shit.
Exactly. We're gonna have to take a look at the books because
I mean, Whitaker Romero's pretty good.
Was that this year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. Even Rockhold and Jacques Gray was pretty fun. Okay, no, we're gonna talk about that.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about moments in fights and like the only thing like
big dramatic scenes?
Yeah, he kicked him and then he fell down and then he got back up, like that kind of stuff. Like
Shogun Henderson won. Oh,
yeah, like because there wasn't any
ridiculous.
knockdowns and get back up, like the fight was kind of smooth.
Yeah,
and then the end was really climactic.
Dude, man, it was so. Yeah. I mean, let's talk about it. What happened? Obviously, it was back and forth. I thought it was pretty clear that Korean Zombie was winning coming towards the end of the bell. I was giving them maybe like 3 rounds going into the 5th, and then winning the 5th. So he would have won 4-1, in my opinion. You were saying it was pretty close in your opinion. You thought that Yair might have been winning, right?
Well, Yair landed the bigger shots because Zombie was definitely up on the significant strikes by double.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he was not. I feel like Yair throws them. They don't always land, but there were a couple of really big shots. The spinning back elbow that landed right on the bridge of the nose. I don't know how Korean Zombie did not go to sleep. Chang Sang-chun. Also, might I add, before we keep going, can we talk about the production of the entire show? I fucking loved all of it. All of the retro vibe, the fucking super old school, like, video editing, the music, the, what do you call it on the bottom? The infographics. Dude, I was all about that. What, you said you didn't like it? What? You were telling me.
The color scheme I wasn't a fan of. Like, the old, like.
But it was so cool. You didn't like that? I mean, what color could we...
Just the colors.
Red and blue? Is that what it was?
It was just 2 red and 2 blue. Like yeah.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah.
I was all about. I loved when I saw that. I was like kicking and screaming like a little fucking, because I was thinking to myself, like, man, what are they doing with the show? It's in Denver and it's a good place to have it, but like there's no pay-per-view, there's no real hype. And then I saw that and I was like, yee! Just fucking excited. I was excited. And then I couldn't hear it in the bar, but when I got home I turned up the volume and they were playing the music. The dude, I was sold. Second thing, as far as production, I like that they're going like they're not using Chang Sung-jung at all. Like
on the bottom, they use Korean Zombie. Yeah.
That was fucking cool. All about that, I was 100% in. They were doing.
I'm thinking, was that the first time they've ever done that?
I want to say there's one other person. I can't put my finger on who it is.
You're right. Yeah.
But there's one other person that has like a very distinct name that they use that nickname for. Mm-hmm. But I just cannot remember who it is. But dude, like, they need to do this with every show. I mean, not this, but just, I don't know. They just need. I got so excited. Like, I felt like the product was very unique.
ESPN's not gonna be bringing that.
Oh my god, dude! Oh, don't tell me this shit. Anyway, going to the 5th round, 1 second to go. Yair hits the KO of the year. I mean, I feel like it's going to be one of the hardest things to beat. It's like locked in, man. KO of the year. He bends over, ducks a punch, right? As he's bent over, throws his right elbow up behind him, right? So it's a bent over back, reverse back elbow, I guess you could say. Hits Korean Zombie in the chin, puts him to sleep. Now, when I was watching it live, I saw him collapse. I'm like, oh, what happened? Did he headbutt him? Mm-hmm. So I thought it was a headbutt. And then all of a sudden they show the replay and you can see his elbow come up. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck?
So is this awesome? Or is this the worst thing ever?
How? How is this the worst thing?
So
Please.
In a month from now,
yes,
when Max Holloway fights Brian Ortega,
yes,
and he's up 4 rounds to 0, is he going to do that same thing he did to Ricardo Lamas?
Oh, point down to the girl. Oh,
is he going to do that?
Oh my god.
He just saw the. I mean, not. Well, we also got to take account that I was talking to Ruben about this. After every round, or at the end of every round, El Pantera throws some crazy capoeira shit. Like that's like. His thing.
Yeah.
So you don't get
to win the round.
You don't get into the 10-second dude in the middle shit with Rodriguez.
Man.
Because he'll throw a couple punches and then he'll just throw like a 720 tornado kick at you.
He threw a lot of shit like that too.
Yeah. But no, he slowed down and did it at key times so he didn't fucking blow his fucking load.
Can we talk about how aware Korean Zombie was out of that though? Like there was a lot of moments where like he would throw a spinning wheel kick and then Zombie would just like
and then rush in. Yeah.
Literally just like lean back perfectly and then rush in. Dude, Korean Zombie looked really up until I hate to say it like this. Up until he lost, he was doing really fucking well. Like he looked good. Man, that's the best he's looked in I don't even know how long. I was pumped. Man, I don't know. A lot of good matchups available for Korean Zombie. I think he should take a break because that was like a pretty brutal fight. And the knockout was pretty fucking bad. So I think he needs to take a break. Maybe like 4 months before he even talks about fighting. Just off. And then Yair Rodriguez. There's no other matchup but the matchup that we've been waiting for.
He's been ducking him. He had the chance. They gave him the fucking mic.
It's gonna happen.
What did he do? Whoever Sean Shelby
I'm waiting for the moment where we're gonna see just a 2-word tweet.
Fuck Lesnar. Bringing Lesnar into the ring. They should have brought the beat down from the fucking rafters.
Just like on a platform on fucking hanging on 4 pillars. Super old school with like a fog machine, like stupid lasers. Super 1993 style.
And he's got like a lab coat on.
Yes.
Crazy hair.
Russian flag. We had him not like modern Russian, like red, white, and blue, but like with a sickle and a hammer.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm waiting for that 1-word tweet from Zabit that says Bandera.
Bandera.
Oh my god, that fight has to happen. You can't not make that fight. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting fucking pumped even thinking about it. The amount of violence that's gonna be in that fight.
The amount of spinning shit.
The amount of spinning shit. Do you think Zabit will not take him down on principle alone?
No, he will take him down.
Do you think he's gonna go for it?
Down. There must be some smash in the fight.
Oh man, so good. All right. I think that's all we got for that particular card. Let's go ahead and really quickly because it's kind of light. Let's talk about Pawns, the Pawns and Mags.
Dude, how many fucking times is this the new Khabib Ferguson? Because how many times has this fight been booked?
Ponzinibbio Mags?
Yeah.
I don't know. Has it been booked a couple times?
I think Pons definitely. No, it was it Pons Usman that I'm thinking of?
I think that's what it was.
Which black man am I thinking of?
Wow. which darker guy was I thinking before? I mean, listen, the card in general, like it's not worth going through from top to bottom. There's a lot of newer guys. There's a lot of guys, being put on the card specifically for the Latin American audience. Where is this going to be in Argentina? Buenos Aires, Argentina is where it's going to be. Estadio Marie Terán de Weiss.
This is when Ponzinibbio breaks out and becomes Latin American star.
All Latin American fucking star. Just everything.
Although this is the year of the Yaya, and he won't be able to do it.
Oh man,
on this
it's
event,
gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But dude, the card has like 1 or 2 names sprinkled in there. Like we got the return of Cynthia Calvillo, your girl, right? We've got I was about to say Guido Canetti. That is not a name that's sprinkled in there.
Khalil Roundtree's gonna knock out some dude named Johnny Walker.
Super generic, creative fighter in the UFC game, Johnny Walker. Johnny Hands of Stone Walker.
Hands of Stone Walker.
Fuck.
I've died.
You just ran, dude. It's a president. Johnny the Pitbull Walker. Khalil Roundtree.
The Executioner Walker.
Johnny the Reaper Walker. Just fucking super lame. Anyway, Khalil's probably going to knock someone out. So that's an interesting name that's going to be in there. We also have Ricardo Lamas versus Darren Elkins. That could be a good fight, or it could be really fucking boring. One of the two. And then you've got the main event, Neil Magny and Santiago Ponzinibbio. Now, this fight, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to be entertaining. Ponzinibbio is pretty good. He's a good striker. He's very accurate.
I do know.
He's got power, but Magny's smart as fuck, and he brings the pressure.
Real quick.
Yes.
Mikael Prezeres.
Oh, the tractor?
The tractor. He's fighting Fabinski, this Fabinski dude. And that could be a good fight.
I don't think I've seen Fabinski. Fabinski any good?
He's all wins in the UFC.
1, 2, 3 wins in the UFC? Okay.
Yeah, what was it?
Hector Urbana?
Yeah, Emil Meek, so, yeah.
Emil Meek. That is a pretty good win. Oh, you know what? I do know this guy. Okay. Yes.
So let's move. Although, yeah, I'm just trying to point out the few highlights on this card. There's not many.
No, I mean, you never know with an MMA card. I mean, these could all be just fucking bangers. The guys trying to make their name out there, you know. But there's no real big names that you're hungry or eager to see.
This is the second card in a row that there's no heavyweights.
Wow.
Because of Denver?
Wow, look at definitely not in Denver. Dude, also, real quick, that fucking 5-round fight that they were going until the end, they were fucking in Denver. How impressive is that?
Yeah.
And Yair Rodriguez on short notice. Fucking insane. By the way, also, one more thing. I fucking want to stop talking about this fight, but I can't. My favorite moment of the fight was in the 5th round where they both stopped. They kind of had like an open stance. They put down their arms and they both looked around the fucking audience. How cool was that? I thought that was pretty fucking cool. I don't know. I fucking loved
also,
it.
like, Yair was doing, like, the pumping up the crowd thing, and then the Korean Zombie's like, you know, like, I know we're stopping and we're not fighting, but, like, culturally, I don't understand what's going on.
Dude, it was good. I was fucking all about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I did say Guido Canini is not a name, right? He does like to throw. Mm-hmm. I will say this. His submission game is very suspect.
I know Marlon Vera.
My cousin's in there.
Yeah,
my cousin Marlon Vera.
He's fought some big names.
He has. Ups and downs.
He's lost some big names.
But he always finishes the guys with the name like Guido Canetti. Always finishes those guys. So that could be also one of those fights that we're going to have some entertainment value provided to us. How do you think the Neil Magny Santiago Ponzinibbio fight's going to go? That's the big one, right? And that's 2 ranked guys, 2 big names.
I think Ponzi scheme is a actual Ponzi scheme.
Okay. The Ponzi scheme. Continue. Give me your story.
I do not think he is as good as he is ranked. I don't think Magny is an excellent fighter, but I think he definitely should be able to win this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think he knocks him out.
Yeah.
Straight up. Fucking Ponzinibbio knocks out Magny because he's going to put the pressure on him.
He couldn't fucking knock out Perry. Like, come on.
Because he was playing it smart and not fucking going into a firefight with him. Nobody knocks out Mike Perry, goddammit. They submit him or decision him. One of the two. One of the goddamn two. Dude, he dropped him actually 3 times in that fight. Do you don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he dropped him fucking pretty darn well, but didn't finish from there. Anyway, I think he knocks out Neil Magny. I'm going to say...
well, they both have a common loss of Lorenz Larkin.
Ooh. Yeah, but Lorenz Larkin fucked up Neil Magny. Like,
well, he also KO'd Ponzinibbio.
But I think he just caught him. If that means anything.
Just caught him.
Not fucking clearly picking, like, I'm like making excuses for him. Okay, you get what I'm fucking saying. Either way, I think fucking Ponzinibbio is going to go in there and get that KO win. I want to say in the 2nd round, and he's going to, like, viciously, like, he's going to drop him and then follow up with some nasty ground and pound.
Oh, you don't want to get caught in Magny's
spiderweb
guard.
What, actually plays spider guard with fucking Nogi? I would love that.
It's a metaphor.
Okay. We got through all of that. We got through all of the fights.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this fucking troll. Let's talk about this troll. I mean...
Who are you talking about?
Fucking Floyd Mayweather saying that he was in fighting Ryzen. Do you think that it was ever going to happen? Like, when that got announced or fucking it went up or Ryzen pulled him, whatever you want to call the posts that they made, Were you thinking, oh shit, he's actually gonna do this, or were you like, okay, when's the other shoe gonna drop?
Well, you're never gonna find out the real story because did you hear that Floyd thought it was gonna be like?
Yeah, a private show.
When they have the rich guy has. His daughter has like her sweet 16, and they have like the rapper come in and do the birthday party. Like that's what he thought. Like he thought he was gonna have like a private, like I'm just gonna come and do the birthday party.
Just a friend of the Yakuza, just the Yakuza.
Yeah, just Yakuza. Just a bunch of like supposedly he said like a bunch of just rich guys, and he thought it was just be like an exhibition match.
Man.
Do you not realize they wanted to throw him in a stadium?
Yeah, in a stadium, fucking Saitama Super Arena
on.
New Year's,
which is different in Japan. It's
the big show.
They sit around and watch TV in Japan for the New Year's. Like that's their thing.
Millions of people watch that shit.
So,
man, I don't know.
We won't ever understand what.
I'm not gonna say I got a little excited. I was hoping that they would do something like special rules boxing, where like in the clinch, Tenshin could throw knees or something like that. Yeah. That's what I was hoping. Or maybe like you get 10 kicks total. You get to pick 10 kicks. You could throw them at any time, but you get 10. Oh, man, that would have been perfect. When are we going to stop talking about fucking Floyd Mayweather? Like, when is that going to happen to where, like, he's no longer a thing in MMA? Like, Khabib talked about him.
Is he a thing, though, in MMA?
Dude, he's a thing in MMA all the time. The Conor thing, that fucking drug out forever. And then as soon as he was done, everyone wanted to fucking fight him. And then as soon as Khabib won, it's talking about fucking Floyd Mayweather, and then that fucking died out. We're talking about him in JMMA. Fucking stupid. When are we gonna stop? You need people like you that fucking encourage him.
I think he's a blip. He has these little blips. He has these little blips in the news cycle.
Do you think he does this on purpose to keep himself in there?
Because Conor. If you didn't notice, he had to jump in there and throw his little, what people consider racist comments, where he called him Jackie Chan.
Kind of racist. Kind of racist a little bit. Hey, I like the response by Tenshin, though. I am not Jackie Chan, sir. Please watch my fight. Like, super cordial and shit.
Very, Sage
but yeah, right? I'm surprised that Sage Northfield himself didn't fucking type that shit up.
Mr. McGregor?
Mr. McGregor? Please don't copy Jackie Chan. Oh, fuck. All right, man. Yeah, fucking get out of here, Mayweather. Like, I'm done. I'm done with you. First of all, your fights are boring. Your greatest boxer of all time. I will give you your greatest defensive boxer and probably one of the best records that is going to go down in our generation.
I mean, we could have, like, a super, super crazy, like, exotic fight card with, like, Floyd.
Oh.
And how about, like, Logan Paul and CM Punk? Something like that. I mean,
I'd probably watch it anyway because I'm stupid. Yeah. I'm the dumb guy that watches all that shit. Like, I will for sure watch it, but I'm like dreading it already. Like, you just even talking about, I'm like, oh, it hurts. I don't know. I will say this though. This is the first time I'm seeing Floyd standing next to someone where he looks legitimately bigger than his opponent.
Was he?
Tenshin's a flyweight or a bantamweight, I think.
Okay.
But Floyd looks way bigger.
Floyd's like a 145er.
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck Floyd. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't deserve that. He's a smart guy. Well, maybe he does deserve.
He needs money
for beating women.
He needs money. He needs money for the strip clubs. Yeah.
Do you think he really needs money though?
Supposedly he spends it like crazy.
I feel like if you make that much goddamn money, I mean, I feel like you can't be that dumb. Obviously you can, because Mike Tyson blew like hundreds of millions of dollars, but like I just don't understand it. $300 million in 2 years. You think he blew through that? Was it $300 million?
He could have. Quite possible.
Oh my god! All right, this is hurting my heart even talking. Dude, I'd be happy with like fucking 500,000 just so I can get the gym set up fucking for life. That's all I would want, dude.
that would be enough for a gym.
Yeah, more than enough, dude. With like a legit gym. Anyway, that's Floyd Mayweather. Go do your thing elsewhere in boxing, please. Anything for the people, Mike? I think we're wrapped up. Unless you want to touch on anything else.
No, I'm good.
Anything for the people? Nothing. We're good.
Just remember this. I was just discussing with Ruben this card coming up in 2 weeks, he's going to start at 3 a.m.
Oh, in China.
The Blades Nagano fight, 3 a.m.
We'll definitely talk about that one because I feel like for Blade in particular, there will be title implications. Whether it's probably not DC, but you know, maybe the vacant title or some shit. So I think there's title implications. We'll touch on that. Anything else? For Mike, this is Ruben. This is Street Grappler 2, guys. We are out. Peace. Oh!